Hello and good morning. Welcome to last lecture of this course. This will be on problems on chapter number 3, which is fluid mechanics. We already solved 4 problems on this chapter. So we start this lecture with problem number 5. So here I have written problem 5 to 8. Now here we will get answers of this problem. So first of all, problem number 5. Water is flowing through horizontal pipe of uniform diameter. A pitot tube fixed to the pipe shows 25 centimeter height difference between its column. Calculate speed of flow of water flowing through pipe. So in the application of Bernoulli's equation, we have studied pitot tube. So pitot tube can be used to calculate flow. First of all, given in this problem, what is the given? Capital H, which is the height difference, 25 centimeter is given. Now we have to calculate velocity. So for pitot tube, we already derived a formula for flow of water. V is equal to square root of 2gh. So this formula we have derived. Now this is equal to, first of all, we have to convert this 25 centimeter into meter, which is 25 into 10 raised to minus 2. So using given values in this formula, 2 into g, which is 9.8 meter per second square, and h, which is 25 into 10 raised to minus 2. So if you solve this bracket, you will get answer of this 2.21 meter per second. Solve this using your calculator. Now we are solving problem number 6. See, in problem number 6, statement question is, water flows through pipe of varying cross section at the rate of 30 meter cube per second, full stop. Find velocity of water at point where radius of pipe is 15 centimeter. So first of all, given water flows through a pipe of varying cross section, this means radius of that pipe is not constant, and rate of flow of water is given, which is 30 meter cube per second, and radius of pipe is 15 centimeter, which is 15 into 10 raised to minus 2. Okay, and we have to find out velocity. Now using equation of continuity, we know that here water is flowing through pipe, so equation of continuity is q is equal to a into v is constant. Okay, q is volume flow rate, a is area of cross section of that pipe, v is the velocity. So from this equation we can calculate velocity v is equal to q upon a, and that is equal to q, which is 30 divided by area, which is pi r square. Okay, so using given values in mks unit, pi into radius 15 into 15 square into 10 raised to minus 4. So you have to take square of this pi r square. So 15 square plus 10 raised to minus 4. Now if you solve this 10 raised to minus 4 goes to numerator, which becomes 10 raised to plus 4. This is 15 into 15. So this is 2. Okay. So 2 into 10 raised to 4 means 10 raised to 3 is 1000. So 10,000 multiplied by 2, which is 20,000. So 20,000 divided by 15 into pi. Okay. If you solve this, you will get answer of this 7.08 meter per second. So this is the velocity of that liquid. Okay. Now moving to next problem. Now next problem is problem number 7. So problem number 7 is figure shows here, figure is like this. This figure shows water flowing steadily, means streamline flow, in a pipe of varying cross section. Full stop. This is the pipe from which water is flowing, which is having different radius. That's why here the word is used as varying cross section. Full stop. The cross section at point A is 1 centimeter square and at point B is 30 millimeter square, comma A and B are at same horizontal plane. So this is height of this point A and B is horizontally same. Okay. If speed at A is 15 centimeter per second, calculate difference in pressure between A and B, that we have to find out. So first of all, given. So cross section area A at point A, we are calling that area as A1, which is 1 centimeter square. A2, which is at point B, cross sectional area is 30 millimeter square. Okay. Next, what is given? Same height. If speed at A is 15 centimeter, means V1, which is speed of water at point A, is 15 centimeter per second, then we have to calculate difference in pressure between A and B, means pressure at point A, which is P1, and pressure at point B, which is P2, that we have to find out. Okay. So all these quantities are given. So here density of water is 10 raised to 3 kg per meter cube in MKS unit. All these we have to convert either in MKS or CGS. So this 1 centimeter square becomes 1 centimeter is 10 raised to minus 2 meter. So centimeter square becomes 10 raised to minus 4 meter square. Millimeter, 1 millimeter is 10 raised to minus 3 meter. 1 millimeter square becomes 10 raised to minus 6 meter square. So this is 10 raised to minus 6 meter square. Next, 15 centimeter per second, this will become 1 centimeter is 10 raised to minus 2 meter. So 15 into 10 raised to minus 2 meter per second. So now all these quantities are in MKS unit. Here, using Bernoulli's equation. What is Bernoulli's equation? Bernoulli's equation is that pressure at point A plus 1 half rho velocity at point A plus rho g height at point A. This h1 is the horizontal height, sorry, vertical height from Earth's surface. So this is gravitational potential energy term, that is equal to pressure at point B plus 1 half rho velocity at point B plus rho g h2. So here h1 is equal to h2, since both are A and B are at same height. That's why this rho gh1 and rho gh2 will cancel each other, and we get equation like this. So from this equation, P1 minus P2 is equal to 1 half. If we take this term on the right hand side, rho V2 square minus V1 square. So call this as equation 1. V2 is the velocity at point B. V1 is the velocity at point A. Now V1 is given, but V2 is not given. So to find out V2 using equation of continuity at A and B. So we know that equation of continuity is A1 V1 is equal to A2 V2. So V2 is equal to, from this equation, A1 divided by A2 multiply by V1. Now using given values, V2 is equal to A1. A1 is what? 10 raised to minus 4 divided by A2, which is 10 raised to minus 6 multiply by V1. V1 is what? 15. Okay, into 10 raised to minus 2. Now this is equal to, see, this 10 raised to minus 4, this 10 raised to minus 2, so that will become 10 raised to minus 6, and this is 10 raised to minus 6, so that will factor will go out, and here we get 15 meter per second. Okay, so in your problem this answer is wrong, which is given 50 centimeter per second. This is wrong answer. Now using this we can calculate put in equation 1 what we will get. P1 minus P2 is equal to, by using in this equation, so P1 minus P2 is equal to 1 half rho into V2 square minus V1 square. So 1 half 10 raised to 3 into V2 square minus V1 square. So V2 is 15 square minus V1. V1 is what? If you do 10 raised to minus 2, 0.15 square. Okay, so if you solve this you will get answer as 1.13 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square, which is 1.13 Pascal. Okay, so here in your book answer is also given wrong. This is the correct answer, 1.13 Pascal. So do this calculation, you will get this answer. Now we are moving to problem number 8. What is problem number 8? In a horizontal pipeline of uniform cross section, pressure falls by 6 Newton per meter square between 2 points separated 1 kilometer horizontally. What is change in kinetic energy per kg of oil flowing at those points? So given density of oil as 850 kg per meter cube. This is the answer. So given uniform cross section, this statement means area of cross section is same. Pressure falls, so pressure drop P1 minus P2 is 6 Newton per meter square. Okay, and they are separated by 1 kilometer, so that is irrelevant because those pipes are horizontally. If this pipe is vertically, then we have to take that gravitational potential energy term. So for horizontally, both these points are the same at same height. Okay, then change in kinetic energy per kg, so we are saying delta k upon m, that we have to find out. Density is also given, which is 850 kg per meter cube. So here in this problem, Now using Bernoulli's equation, at point 1 and 2 we get P1 plus 1 half rho V1 square is equal to P2 plus 1 half rho V2 square. Here I did not write rho GH term in this equation and in this equation. Why? Because that pipe is horizontal. So H1 is equal to H2, that we have to cancel those two terms. Here 1 half rho V square, 1 half rho V2 square, if we take on the this term, if we take on the right hand side, so what we will get, 1 half rho V2 square minus V1 square is equal to P1 minus P2. Now in our derivation we know that this term rho V square is kinetic energy per unit volume. Okay, if you divide this term by density, and density is what, kg per meter cube, so volume and meter cube, so kinetic energy per unit mass, if you divide this term by rho, then this is nothing but change in kinetic energy. Why? Because 1 half rho V2 square is the kinetic energy at point 2 and this is kinetic energy at point 1. So difference between these two is change in kinetic energy. So delta K means change in kinetic energy divided by mass, this term is. And this is equal to P1 minus P2 divided by rho. So by using given values, all this is in MKS unit, P1 minus P2 is 6 divided by rho, which is 850, and this is equal to, if you do their ratio, you will get 7 into 10 raised to minus 3. Now this is energy per unit mass, so joule per kg. So this is your required answer. Now with this, our syllabus of course 1, which is mechanics and properties of matter, is over. आपला पूर्ण सिलेबस संपलेला आहे आता FYBSC साठी तुमचा जो होता पेपर फर्स्ट साठीचा. तुम्ही आता अभ्यास करताना व्यवस्थित अभ्यास करा. तुमच्याकडे पुस्तक असेल किंवा त्याची झेरॉक्स असेल, त्याच्या शेवटी जे क्वेश्चन्स असतील ते क्वेश्चनचे आन्सर सगळ्यांनी कंपल्सरी सोडवा. जर तुम्हाला आन्सर सापडले नाही, काय प्रॉब्लेम आला, तर तुम्ही डायरेक्टली कॉन्टॅक्ट करून त्याचे मला विचारू शकता आन्सर्स वगैरे. व्यवस्थित अभ्यास करा. तुम्हाला एक्झामसाठी आणि अभ्यासासाठी ऑल द बेस्ट.